Hi guys. For your memory verse this week, I'm going to read it to you out of the Bible. It's from the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, and it's verses 1 to 3, and it goes like this. It says, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, that it may go well with you, and that you may enjoy long life on the earth." So we have to pay attention to this verse because it says this is the first commandment with a promise. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on the earth. Do you know what the word honor means when it says honor your father and mother? I wonder if Grandpa's around to define that verse for us. Let's see if we can find it.
This is Grandpa, tuning in from my kitchen. Horror. Horror is the feeling I get when I feel my dog peeing on my leg, especially when I just put on my brand new slacks that I bought at... What? What's that? Oh! Honor. Honor is when we show someone or something respect. For example, I have a shiny gold bowling trophy. It is my favorite of all my trophies. I would never store it under my bed or in the back seat of my station wagon. I like to put it in the place of honor where everyone can see it, like on the middle of the dining room table. What's that? Oh, like, what does it mean to honor people? Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure you're ready to show honor to your mom today because it's Mother's Day, and the Bible says to honor our parents. You show honor to your mom when you do what she says right away instead of arguing with her. You show honor to your mom when you look around and see a way you can help her before she even has to ask you. You show honor to your mom when you speak to her with kind and loving words and when you hug her or make her something special. When I was a boy, I used to show honor to my mom all the time. The best way I showed honor to my mom was the time I named my favorite pig after her. You should have been there to see it. It was the cutest little pig. I used to call her and she would come running. Gertrude! Gertrude! Wonder where that pig ever ended up.
Thanks for defining the word honor for us, Grandpa. We are going to look in our Bibles today at a story about two women in the Bible, and their names were Naomi and Ruth. And we are going to hear about how Ruth showed honor to Naomi. Now, do you know what today is? Hopefully you already thought of it, that today is Mother's Day. And today is the day that we honor our mothers and we thank them for all the things that they do for us. And in the Bible story today about Ruth and Naomi, Naomi wasn't Ruth's mother, but she was her mother-in-law. Do you know what a mother-in-law is? It's if you get married, then your husband's mother is your mother-in-law. So Ruth's husband's mother was Naomi. Well, Naomi had a husband and she had two sons. And then her husband died, which must have made Naomi so sad. Naomi's sons got married, and when they got married, then Naomi had two daughter-in-laws, and that must have made Naomi very happy. One of the daughter-in-laws' names was Ruth. They all lived in a place called Moab for about 10 years, and then something else sad happened. Both of Naomi's sons died. So Naomi lost her son, and Ruth lost her husband. Well, Naomi decided to go back to a different place, and she told her daughter-in-laws to go back home to their mothers. And this is what she said. I'm going to read it to you from the Bible. It says, Naomi spoke to her two daughter-in-laws. "Both of you go back," she said. "Each of you go to your own mother's home. You were kind to your husbands who have died. You have also been kind to me. so may the Lord be just as kind to you. May he help you find a secure place in the home of another husband. May he give you peace and rest. And then she kissed them goodbye. Well, Naomi's daughter-in-laws were sad. Ruth and the other daughter-in-law were sad. They loved Naomi and they didn't want her to be alone. Well, the other daughter-in-law left and she went to live with her mother in a different place. But Ruth wanted to stay with Naomi. And I'm going to read you what she said. Ruth replied. She said to Naomi, she said, "Don't try to make me leave you and go back. Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. Your people will be my people. Your God will be my God. Where you die, I'll die. And there my body will be buried. I won't let anything except death separate you from me." So Ruth showed honor to Naomi by traveling with her and by staying with her and by helping to take care of her. She loved Naomi and she wanted to help take care of Naomi because Naomi didn't have a husband anymore and she didn't have any sons to take care of her. Ruth ended up marrying a different husband and having children, but she continued to care for Naomi. She showed honor to Naomi by the way she treated her and took care of her and stuck with her, even when things weren't easy. Okay, let me pray for you guys. Dear God, I thank you for each of these children and each of these families, God. Lord, I thank you that we can look into your word, we can look into the Bible, and we can see ways that we should act. And I thank you for the command that you gave us that we should honor our fathers and our mothers. And God, I pray that you would help each of us this week to make sure that we are honoring our parents, God. And I pray that you would continue to show us the way that you want us to live and behave. We thank you that you love us, God, and we love you too. Amen.
Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom.
Hey,
this is a weird tasting bone.
Hey, what are you eating the May challenge?
What?
Why are you eating the May challenge?
I thought that was my dog bone.
No, this is the May challenge for the kids to do.
I thought it tasted papery.
It was papery. Well, this is the preschool to grade 2 challenge, and there's also a challenge for the grade 3 to 6s.
Which one do I do?
Probably the preschool one. Yeah. So every time that you can get a row of things done, then you can get a prize. You can pick a prize out of the prize box. So because we can't meet right now, your moms and dads are going to have to write down or send me a little note that you've finished 5 squares. And every time you do a row, make sure you let me know and I'll keep track so that you can get your prizes when we can meet back at church. The other thing you could do is you could come and see me at the office. Get your mom to text me and find out. I'm usually at the office on Wednesday afternoons. You can come by and we could say hi and you could get your prize, okay? If you do all the squares, then you get the blackout bingo prize.
The blackout bingo prize?
Yes, the blackout bingo prize. It's going to be a surprise. Might even be a dog bone, who knows? So one thing that's on the list of things to do this week, especially on the preschool to grade 2 list, is to do something for one of our seniors from church. So if you're having trouble thinking of who one of our seniors from church is, No, not me.
Oh.
Thanks, though, Buford. If you're having trouble thinking of one of the seniors from church, you can get your mom or dad to text me and I'll give you one of the names of one of the seniors. You could make a card or make some treats maybe for one of the seniors and drop something off. You could send them a letter. That would be fun. What do you think you're going to do for the May challenge, Buford?
I'm going to do blackout bingo.
Oh, you're going to do blackout bingo. You're going to do all the squares. Good for you. You're going to have to do some devotions with your family, answer some questions with your family, build something. If you didn't get your page yet, make sure you let me know and I'll send you one. Buford, you can't hit the May challenge. All right, well, I'll say bye to the kids.
Bye, kids.
So, now we're going to play a little game about mothers. And Annika and you are going to try to guess the mothers that I'm going to read about. And it's mothers from the Bible. So give the kids a minute to guess before you guess. Okay, you have to think about it for a minute so that everybody can guess. So, number 1. An angel told me that I would have a baby who would be the Son of God. So that's a mother from the Bible. So think about who that might be. An angel told me I would have a baby who would be the Son of God. Do you know which mother that is?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Mary.
Mary, that's right. Mary, Jesus' mother. Okay, this one's a tough one. You might not know the name of this person. I put my baby in a basket. So think about it for a minute. I put my baby in a basket. Do you know what that mother's name was? Do you know?
No.
Who was the baby?
Nothing. Moses.
Yeah, it was Moses' mom. Jochebed.
Carla.
Jochebed. Okay, ready?
Jochebed.
I laughed when God promised me a child in my old age. So think about it for a minute. I laughed when God promised me a child in my old age because she thought she was too old to have a baby. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Who?
Sarah.
You're right. And do you know who her baby was?
No.
Bonus points if you know who her baby was. Do you know who her baby was? If you said Isaac, you'd be right.
Yep.
Okay, ready? I used goat skins and a tasty meal to help my son trick his father. Have you guessed? Do you know who it is?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Do you know? Rebecca. If you said Rebecca, you were right. Do you know who the sons were? Do you know who the sons were?
No.
Jacob and Esau.
Dookie.
Okay.
Forgot
All right, the next one. I promised to give my son back to the Lord, which is why he grew up in the house of the Lord. I promised to give my son back to the Lord, which is why he grew up in the house of the Lord. Do you know who it is?
Hannah.
Yes, good one. And son? Who was her son?
I have no idea.
Samuel, right? Samuel. When God was calling him Samuel, Samuel. Okay, last one. I was called the mother of all living. Oh, didn't give you much of a chance. You're right. Eve. Eve, you're right. And who were her sons?
Taylor.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Good job, guys.